Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Hi, did you see which direction your child went?
No, we were in the car. She came down with my son. They were running to the park, and then me and my sister, we came down. But when we got here at the park, she wasn't here. They said that my son was just crying with his ice cream. Because somebody threw his ice cream in the floor, and my daughter just ran away.
Dulce Maria Alavez, the 5-year-old girl that's been missing since September 16th. She went missing in New Jersey, a place called Bridgeton City Park.
Today marks 1 month since the disappearance of 5-year-old Dulce Maria Alavez, and the search for her shows no signs of slowing down.
And before we get into all that, right, before we get into the rest of the 911 call and some more clips that I have to show you, I want to show you my own personal experience from this past weekend when I took my daughter to the park, because there's something going on, man. Like, you just have to sometimes like pause and just check out your surroundings, because I was thinking of Cupcake and I was thinking, like, who are these people that are taking these kids, right? You would think that there's some sort of maybe sophistication, maybe there's some sort of intelligence, some sort of planning. And what I realized when I was at the park is that some parents make it so easy. Check out something crazy. So the so-called mother, this child's all the way by the bathroom over there. And guess where the mother's at? Sitting all the way, not even inside the park, outside the park. Sitting on that bench over there. Incredible, huh? I can't make this stuff up. I mean, the little girl was in the playground. She was playing with a father and a son. They have no relation to each other. She was just seeking attention, and she follows them because the man and the son, they left to go use the restroom. So this little girl, 5-year-old, follows an adult male and a son to the restroom, which is, mind you, by the exit of the park, the entrance and exit. It would be so easy for anybody to just grab her, snatch her, and take her out of the park, or grab her and pull her into the bathroom. The mother, after a while, finally notices, and she kind of gets up and kind of looks a little bit, edges herself, and slowly walks, barely walks over while she's on her little phone, and kind of takes a little bit of a look. What I saw from this is that it's not hard. It doesn't take sophistication. It doesn't take intelligence. And in fact, it's super easy. Somebody that wants to take a child, oh, it's very easy. There's parents out there literally handing their kid over on a silver platter.
911, where's your emergency?
I can't find my daughter.
Okay, when was the last time you seen her?
We were here at the park, and people said that probably somebody took her.
Okay. How old is she?
She's 5 years old.
Okay, and what park are you at?
Here in Bridgeton Park.
Okay, where at in the Bridgeton Park are you?
The one with the basketball court where high school is.
Okay, so you're at the basketball courts behind the high school?
Yes.
Okay. And what was she seen last wearing?
Now, during the 911 call, when the mothers asked the description of what her daughter was wearing, she couldn't remember besides the pants. Maybe it was nervousness. She was wearing a yellow shirt with the elephant print that you see there with the black and white pants. She was also wearing white shoes. She's 3 feet 5 inches as described, brown eyes, brown hair.
She was wearing, give me a second. I don't remember what clothes she was wearing, but she was wearing, I just remember her pants. She was wearing like a flowery pants and some heels, some white heels.
Okay. All right, ma'am, stay on the line. I'm going to transfer you over to the police. Okay.
So the mother and the family, they're facing criticism. If you saw the clip in the beginning, the mother states that she was in the car while the children were at the park.
No, we were in the car. She came down with my son. They were running to the park, and then me and my sister, we came down.
Now, this is something I have to talk about. Some people, well, one person got upset with me a little bit that I made the post on Facebook about some of these parents. Me talking about the negligence, because that's what it is here. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't be nice to make some people feel better about themselves. When there's clear negligence like that, we have to talk about it, because no, it's not going to get this child back. But there's a lot of parents out there that I don't think are taking it seriously enough, or we need to have these conversations. Leaving your child, because here's the thing. What happened, getting your child taken, that can happen to anybody. But when you have people like Cupcake, right, where Cupcake was seen on surveillance footage at 7:30 p.m. at night, playing by herself outside, common sense, a normal person with a functioning brain that thinks can just, perform 1 + 1 = 2 would tell you that that's not a good idea. Taking your child to the park, letting them run off, a 5-year-old, while you sit in the car is not a good idea. That's negligence right there. I don't know what any other way to put it. So parents, I'm saying this to be, to just be very vigilant. This is not going to get their kid back. I mean, there was another report too. Somebody told me, which I wasn't able to confirm this because, well, the confirmed thing is that she was in the car and she was with an 8-year-old relative. And what happened was the son ran to them or to the car crying, and that's when they realized Dulce was missing. Now, the unconfirmed stuff which somebody sent me supposedly is that she was helping that 8-year-old, the mother, do homework and scratching lotto tickets or something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But we have to let it clearly be known that this is not acceptable. Now, police did release a sketch of like this suspect or somebody they believe has information about this, maybe somebody that saw or witnessed it. A light-skinned white or Hispanic male wearing orange sneakers, red pants, black shirt, last seen driving a red van with tinted windows and a sliding rear passenger door. They believe he might have information about the abduction.
Someone provided police with a description of a possible witness to this abduction. This is not from the same person who gave police the initial description, which led to the Amber Alert, which is still in effect. This mystery man is reported to have been in the park around the time Dulce went missing and may have been with 2 children under the age of 5. He was wearing a white t-shirt, blue jeans, and white baseball-style cap, possibly Hispanic, about 5'7", slender build, and might be between the ages of 30 and 35. And police want to make it clear that they do not believe this man is a person of interest. He's not a suspect. They simply want to talk to him. They believe, and they said this in the beginning as well, they believe that he might hold some crucial information, really at this point something that they desperately need, that could help them in this ongoing investigation.
I want to touch on Cupcake a little bit too, but before I do Cupcake, I want to end off with Dulce, and I might make more videos, and I hope they find this kid. But some people, I find it ironic too, because everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I go pretty hard with my biases for kids. Sometimes people get upset that I say this or that about the parents. I didn't even go hard. To me, I didn't even go hard. You could check out my Facebook. Make sure you like my Facebook. I need all the help. I'm trying to get 10,000 followers on there, but you can go check out my Facebook. I didn't go that hard. And somebody was saying that I think they didn't appreciate it or something like that, which is fine. But I don't see people messaging me about Brittany Bowens and Darian Vance and that I went too hard. But when I cover Dulce's parents, which I wasn't even hard, I just call it like I see it. It's negligence, so I'm not here to to weep whatever for these parents, because the person that can't weep is that dead child. If Cupcake's dead, dumped in a trash can, then later found in a landfill, who knows what happened to Dulce? It's not looking good for her. So I'm supposed to cry tears for the mother that drops off her kid at the park and stays in the car. I'm supposed to feel tears for this mother that leaves her child in a play area in the projects at 7:30 p.m. Just playing by themselves. I feel sympathetic for the parent because I'm a parent myself, but my sympathy goes out to the kids, man. Enough of this feeling sorry for these parents and, we got to do this and that and all this crazy stuff. You could look at the Malia Davis case with some of the trashy people that not only these people, parents in her life, because this little child was being beaten her whole entire life, but people still want to feel sympathetic and sorry for the parents. This child could be beaten her entire life, and you got Brittany Bowen supporters and all this Darian stuff. This child was beaten her entire life.
They have found the remains of 3-year-old Kamille Cupcake McKinney. Kamille disappeared from a birthday party at a local public housing community 10 days ago. According to authorities, she was seen playing with a toddler in this surveillance video before they followed a man who had stopped to talk to them. At a press conference Tuesday night, officials say they found the remains of a child in a Birmingham dumpster, which they believe to be Kamille. The police chief says they plan to charge 2 men related to the case with kidnapping and murder.
Last night, Birmingham police officers discovered her remains in a dumpster. 2 people have been arrested in connection to her death.
39-year-old Patrick Stallworth and his girlfriend, 29-year-old Derek Brown, are both arrested.
So here's what I'm saying. Here's what I said on Facebook. I said that I think the parents that are grossly negligent, like if you're dropping off your child at a park and it's like some sort of daycare to you where you leave your child by themselves, or your child's on surveillance camera and you're supposed to be there. I don't even know if this chick was there for Cupcake, and your child is out at night. I mean, a 5-year-old in the projects out by themselves at night. Okay? If you're mad at me about calling that out, I don't know what to tell you. Cry tears for the parents, I guess. Let me tell you something that maybe you didn't know, right? Stallworth, Patrick, right? The guy that was let out on bond, which I'm not mad at the cops for that at all. That's strategic. It's a police tactic. I've seen it done so many times where they let these people out and then they'll follow and trace them. And a lot of people are wondering, well, how did he make bond, right? How did this guy make bond? People helped him make bond. People put up mortgages to make Patrick's bond. So what I'm saying is, in the community or whatever, who are these people that put up their mortgages to get a man out that was found with underage, inappropriate pictures of underage kids? People in that community helped this guy out that's a known this type of person, helped them get out by putting up their mortgages. So what I'm saying is that enough with this prayer vigil crap. I'm not trying to be disrespectful about it. Not only do we need to get these people that committed these acts, but we need to get all the people under that helped him. All these people putting up their houses and mortgages. What kind of person puts up their house for a person that has pictures of children on his phone? What kind of people put up their mortgages for a person that's involved in a missing 5-year-old that was discarded literally in trash?
Stallworth was held on a $500,000 bond, but he was able to get out. Documents show several people used the value of their property to help him make bail. But after the discovery of Cupcake's body, he's back in jail.
17-month-old Semaj Crosby reported missing and later discovered dead under the family's couch. Purposely placed there, police say, by one or more of the 5 people of interest in the case. Tonight, we talked to 2 of them.
I'm the grandmother.
What happened 2 years ago?
Why don't you contact the lawyer and you contact us?
We've already done that.
You can get home.
Darlene Crosby, Semaj's paternal grandmother, is one of 5 people identified as persons of interest in Semaj's murder.
And for the record, why don't you go talk to the child's mother? Why don't you do that?
Investigators tell the I-Team Semaj's mother, Cherie Gordon, and aunt, Lucretia Crosby, a friend of the family, Tamika Sims, and a minor are the others believed to have been possibly involved or have information about the crime. The attorney for Semaj's mother did not want her to sit for an I-Team interview, but he says she has cooperated with police.
She wants justice. She didn't do anything wrong in this case. You know, I think she's a victim here just as much as Semaj is, and she wants to get to the truth.
Lawyer Patel himself was there when Semaj's body was found under the couch.
It's pretty rare to be there when something like that is discovered. It was a very difficult thing to see.
The way that she was found, it was unexpected, and she was put under that couch like she was a piece of trash.
Semaj Crosby. Now this is just a little dabble into the story, just a little touch, because I got sent a lot of information about a lot of the people in this case, the 5 suspects and other key people involving in the story with Semaj that was discarded like trash. Should I feel sorry for the 5 suspects involved, for the people that are not snitching? Should I tone it down so it doesn't hurt somebody's feelings, even though this child was asphyxiated and discarded like trash, stuffed under a sofa? Should I tone it down for you and make you feel a little better? Oh, let's not offend the people that are alive hiding information.
Deputy Chief Jungle says there is still a lot of finger-pointing and rumors surrounding the case, but says these are the facts.
What was the cause of death?
Asphyxia. She was deprived of oxygen, one way or another.
Previous reports indicated some forensic tests were inconclusive.
Her toxicology was clear.
The fire that destroyed the family home a week and a half after Semaj's death was ruled an arson.
Like I said, this is just a very quick little introductory. My time for tonight is already way past, so I have to get out of here soon. But I want to name the five persons of interest, the five suspects. Sherry Gordon, which is the mother, she's allegedly cooperating. Her social media has been deactivated. Darlene Crosby is the parental grandmother, failed lie detector and living in Sherry's home. Lucretia Crosby, parental aunt, failed another lie detector, living in Sherry's home. She has multiple Facebook accounts with conflicting statements. Shay Hudson, those include Shay Hudson, Creesha, and Pretty Pink. Those are the social media, some of the social media accounts. Tamkia, Shanae, Tamikia Sims, and Tamika Robson, friend of the family that were there the day Semaj went missing, claims she never saw Semaj, but failed a lie detector test also. So, I mean, after the whole situation happened and she was found dead on her couch, the place was burnt down to hide evidence. One of these people or multiple people know what's going on. Supposedly it's believed that because Semaj's father, biological father, James Crosby, he was incarcerated at the time of her disappearance. He was granted early release of the funeral. It's suspected or alleged that he was the arsonist behind the burning of the home.
By the state fire marshal, investigators say any additional evidence still in the home would have been destroyed.
There may have been something else there that was missed or touched that we weren't aware of at the time, and that may have been lost.
There's some other names on here too. Let me just say this. Let me just say this and kind of end off the video because time's of the essence. We're gonna be looking into this. There's people looking into these people. There's not gonna be no lawyers trying to stop me or slow me down. We're gonna put these people out there because obviously somebody's lying and hiding information.
There's no doubt in my mind that one of the individuals in that house, is definitely obviously responsible for her death.
One of the five.
Correct. And I believe that there are other individuals out of that five that know exactly what happened.
So this is just the first video. This was actually a plug for Semaj Crosby because it's a 2-year-old case. The way social media works, it's super hard. I'm not even a big YouTuber, so when I cover these stories, sometimes I have to be a little strategic. That's why I try to plug her into this, but she's gonna get dedicated videos, and trust me, there's people looking into this. There's people investigating, pulling up information. I mean, just trust me, people are gonna look into this and find out. So you've been noted. You're put on notice. Let me just say this. You're put on notice. To me, it's really disgusting that there's people out there that can hide this and protect this kind of information. So if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, the subscribe button, please check me out on Facebook. I need to get to 10,000 subscribers. It helps for especially cases like this, old stories that you're trying to bring it back into relevance and you don't have that big of an influence. It's really, really tough. And there's people that's been reaching out to me. There's people that want to know the truth. So I'll end off the video with this final thing. Are you still feeling sorry for the people involved in this, or in the negligence, or do you feel sorry for that child that was either choked or asphyxiated in some way where they couldn't breathe anymore and the place was burnt down, and there's 5 people potentially persons of interest, suspects, with potentially multiple people holding back information? Who do you feel sorry for? Huh?
I see potential subscribers.